What's up, you guys? It's Matt here. So let's talk about Shiba Inu really quick and break down some different news, some different information as we go through this update. Now, there was some pretty big news that I didn't know if it was real news or what was going on because I was confused in my live stream about the overall circulating supply, which I believe has been put to bed as I start to do a little bit more research because I've been busy all day. But as I start to do a little bit of research, things start to look more normalized, right? So we're going to get into this. We're going to break down the price movement today. We're going to break down where the actual market cap is and all of the problems that we did see today. Now, before we get started, make sure you guys hit that like button. Also hit that subscribe button for more videos like this one, and make sure that you check out some of the links down below. If you guys want to check out my Profit Hands merch or check out the Profit Apparel merch, anything that's within my merch link, feel free to check out all of those different t-shirts, hoodies, joggers, everything. And you'll get a lot of different stuff there. But what we're here to talk about again is Shiba Inu. So currently, let's look at this article here. I think this is probably one of the most pieces or one of the most interesting pieces that we need to focus on for the next however many months. Um, and basically talking about Shiba Inu founder says upcoming coin supply reduction will enable metaverse entry. So we don't know exactly how much there has to be when it comes to a reduction when it comes to that burn. I'm really excited to see what it actually is. And if it will be something like 50% or 10% or 20%, whatever it is, it obviously will create a large move, right? A lot of popularity. Now, this is really, really important, and I think could be an essential part to this larger increase or the long-term gain for Shiba Inu. And that's why I wanted to really bring that up, is because a burn is how we get to where we want to get to, right? Especially the people that are entering now. This is how we want. That's how we get to where we want to get to. And the issue is that a lot of people think, a lot of people that already made some money are thinking, "Oh, this is dead. It's over. I'm getting out of the position," and then they don't understand exactly what the movement could be in the long term, which is understandable if they go ahead and sell whatever they want to sell, buy whatever they want to buy, whatever they end up doing. We understand because some people are just, money focused, and it's great to have a short term goal and maybe even a long term goal as well. So we understand that, right? But the reason that or the thing that we wanted to talk about today before we get into the actual price movement, which we will get into at the end to see what actually happened, we wanted to get into the fact of the circulating supply. The circulating supply was a big talking point for at least my live stream and things that I've saw around the internet. Because if you didn't see on Coinbase, and I can't really show you now, but Coinbase basically showed a 369 trillion supply, which shows that they did have a crazy burn off, but the market cap was actually adjusted to where it fell down. Typically, when you see the circulating supply go down, you would see the market cap go up, but the exact opposite happened, right? The circulating supply went down and the market cap went down, right? It's basically saying that interest is going down or demand will go down as less supply gets out there, which makes no sense at all. So that's what a lot of people were looking at. So then I was like, all right, that's crazy to see that. Let's go over to Coin Market Cap. And I went over to Coin Market Cap, actually searched up Shiba Inu. And when I got there, it said 369 trillion supply, and it also said 410 max supply. And I was trying to search all around to see if there was any like movement, if there was anything into the burn wallet, if somebody did burn some off, if there was a system level burn, whatever happened. We did not track that down. So as we started to look into it, you could see the market cap was at a level of 13 billion, and it wasn't lining up. Nothing was lining up. Everything really didn't move the right way. We were hoping that we would see some sort of a burn, and I thought that this would be it, that we started to see this burn and we would see a continuation of this burn. However, that wasn't the case. It must have been an error because CoinGecko or CoinGecko was at 589 trillion, which was still wrong, right? It was basically saying that they introduced more supply, which would make sense to why the market cap would be lower. If they increase the supply, then the market cap comes down. That makes sense. Now, The fact that this has changed back to 549 trillion and everything else has changed back to 549 trillion uh, makes me believe that this was definitely an error across the board or communication towards these different platforms. But it has to come from the communication has to come from Shiba Inu itself, right? So that's where I started to get confused, and I was just like, all right, well, maybe we'll see an update, and it'll be the same thing that we saw before, to where it some were right, some were wrong, and then we eventually saw everything started to adapt to this 559 trillion mark, and then it seemed, or 549 trillion mark, and it seemed like all exchanges started to really adopt that and say, hey, this is what it is, and this is the truth. So as I was looking into this in the morning, I was very, very confused, just trying to understand where things are falling, and I was trying to really, go to different places to see what the circulating supply is, what the total supply is. But we landed on everything going back to normal at 549 trillion, which is good and bad. I was hoping for some great news to see this circulating supply drop down, or everything else that was in there get introduced, get implemented, or dropped in there, dropped into the bucket. But we're still at the same spot, which is disappointing. We did see a decent sized increase today of about 7.9% from what I'm seeing here. And if we look at Coinbase, we're looking at about 8.24% in the last 24 hours. So we did see a decent sized increase. I'm not going to complain about the movement that we see here. However, it's disappointing that we don't have any type of movement with the circulating supply. I would have loved if they introduced everything. If everything was out there 100%, then we can worry about burning off things. I would have loved that. I would have also loved if we had a massive amount burn off out of nowhere without any warning or anything like that. That would have been phenomenal. So as I look into the situation, I mean, I'm disappointed and I'm happy at the same time, because I didn't want any type of overreaction. I didn't want to drop in the market cap, but I also wanted some type of move to happen. But currently, you could see, again, the price is at about 4,000, is about 0.00004,000. It's at 3,800 right now. It's up about 8.24%. And it has saw a substantial increase, has seen a substantial increase today, all the way up to a level of 3,900, getting close to that 4,000 mark. You can see the popularity has grown back to 10. It was 12th for a while, and now has gone back to 10th. You can see the volume is down just slightly, but you are seeing a little bit of growth there. So I hope we have something that tells us, hey, this is where Shiba Inu is right now. I hope that they even got this wrong. The update to the numbers, I hope they got this wrong, but I would imagine they haven't. And we're going to see that burn to enter the metaverse. We're going to see a burn to make it more relevant and keep it more relevant. But I don't think that's going to happen now. And we're going to see that happen maybe in the new year. I was surprised this morning to see that something did happen. But I thought, no, I was excited. It sucks. It really does. But we did see a substantial move today. So I'm just not looking for the short term. I'm not one of those people that lives in the short term, that wants to see this get to 4,000, that wants to see us get to 5,000. I just want to see it get to a level of a penny, a dollar, 10 cents, whatever it ends up getting to in the next 5 to 10 years, right? Which it could be a shorter period of time. It could happen a lot sooner than we think, depending on what this burn is and what maybe a system level burn is going to the next year and the next year, right? It could happen in 3 years, could happen in 4 years. But my timeline is 5 to 10 years. So guys, make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell for more videos like this one. Also, make sure you guys check out some of the links in the description, as well as checking out my Profit Hands merch if you guys want to, check. I keep saying Profit Hands merch because I do have Profit Hands merch, but it's Profit Apparel. That is my clothing line, Profit Apparel. .com. So feel free to check that out. Link will be down there in the description. First link in the description. But I'm going to get out of here, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.